you're ready to do something very important in your life, whether it be something personal or with your family or maybe with your career or business. And you're ready to move ahead, but all of a sudden you just feel blocked. Well, what's happening is that a thought came into your mind, probably from something from the past, where you had a memory and your mind just told you, you can't do this. You've never done this before. It'll never happen. It'll never work. And so that thought, you keep circulating it over and over again, and it becomes an emotion that you store in your body. And then the emotion feeds more negative thought, and it's just a loop that keeps going on and on. And you're not going to be able to move forward until you release that emotion that's there. And you just have to be aware of it. And doing more thinking, more planning, and more trying to orchestrate everything that needs to go into creating this thing is not going to work. More thinking, more planning is not going to work. What you have to do is go through and release it. So how do you release it? Well, first of all, you need to be aware. And emotions get stored in the body. We are designed to just let emotions go. But most of the time, we don't do that because it gets caught up with a thought. So we end up storing it somewhere. So do this with me. Just think of something that some thought that you've been circulating, or maybe it already turned into an emotion. And just find where you have stored that in your body. And maybe you can't even get in touch with it because you're so blocked. Just guess where that may be. And then just imagine that you're just allowing some space around that. Just let it go, let the emotion go, just see it unravel, just see it float like a cloud in the sky. And just see it dissolving, dissipating, however you can imagine it, maybe putting it into a balloon and letting the balloon flow away. I see this all the time with the women that I work with. They're very capable, they're very responsible, but something from their past comes, a thought, and then that prevents them from moving forward. So this process helps them all the time. So just get in touch with what that is. It might not happen just this first time around. You might have to repeat it a couple times, but feel where it is and just let it dissolve. Let it just float away. When you do that, then what happens is that you start to access your intuition. You'll get clarity on what your next step will be. You'll give yourself space. You'll have that clarity, and then you'll be able to move forward with whatever your next step should be. So just trust the process. And if you'd like to take this deeper, I've created a short audio program called Calm in the Moment, and that will help you to really get in touch with that space within you. Again, that's where you're going to access your intuition, and that's where you're going to get clarity on what you need to do to move ahead. And I'm also going to be, you can find the link for the Calm in the Moment right below the video here. And I'm also going to be doing this live at the end of the month, so you can come and join me then. And if you find that you're getting worried, these thoughts are creeping up late evening and they're affecting your ability to go to sleep, I've created another video that you can access right here. But remember, you're not doing anything wrong. It's just that you have this thought, that's turned into an emotion that you've been storing in your body, and that's what's been keeping you blocked. Now you know how to go through and release it, so you can do that, gain the clarity that you need, and you can move ahead and create what you want in your life.